Coffee is a natural laxative, the morning effect. Have you ever noticed something interesting about your morning routine? You wake up, you drink a cup of coffee, and suddenly your body sends a very clear signal. It's time to go to the bathroom. For millions of people around the world, coffee seems to activate digestion almost immediately. Within minutes of drinking coffee, the stomach feels active, the intestines begin to move, and the body prepares for a bowel movement. But here's the real question. Is this just a coincidence, or is coffee actually acting like a natural laxative? Today we are going to uncover the science behind coffee, digestion, and gut health. You'll discover why coffee stimulates bowel movements, how it activates the digestive system, and what really happens inside your body when you drink your morning cup. And if you enjoy learning about the science of digestion, metabolism, and gut health, subscribe to the channel because many surprising discoveries about the human body are still ahead. Now, here's where things become fascinating. Coffee does much more than simply wake up your brain, it also wakes up your digestive system. Inside your intestines, there are muscles constantly working to move food through the digestive tract. This process is called peristalsis, rhythmic muscle contractions that push waste through the colon. When these movements become stronger, your digestive system becomes more active, and coffee appears to stimulate this process. Research has shown that coffee can increase colon activity shortly after consumption. In fact, studies suggest that coffee stimulates the colon significantly more than water and sometimes even more than food. This is why many people feel a bowel movement shortly after drinking coffee. But the story doesn't stop there. Coffee doesn't only affect the intestines, it also triggers something called the gastrocolic reflex, a natural response of the digestive system. When the stomach receives food or drink, signals are sent to the colon telling it to prepare for elimination. Coffee appears to amplify this signal. In simple terms, your digestive system hears the message loud and clear: wake up, it's time to move. This powerful reflex explains why coffee can act as a natural digestive stimulant. But here's something surprising. Even decaffeinated coffee can trigger this effect, which means caffeine is not the only reason coffee stimulates bowel movements. So, what else is hiding inside coffee that influences digestion? To answer that question, we need to look deeper into the chemistry of coffee itself. And what scientists discovered might surprise you. The hidden chemistry of coffee and digestion. When most people think about coffee, they think about one thing: caffeine. Caffeine increases alertness, improves concentration, and stimulates the nervous system. But when it comes to digestion, caffeine is only part of the story. Coffee is actually one of the most chemically complex beverages humans consume. Scientists have identified more than 1,000 biologically active compounds inside coffee. Some of these compounds influence metabolism, others affect hormones, and some interact directly with the digestive system. One important group of compounds in coffee are called chlorogenic acids. These natural plant compounds may stimulate the release of a hormone known as gastrin. Gastrin plays a critical role in digestion. It increases stomach activity and stimulates the movement of the gastrointestinal tract. When gastrin levels increase, the digestive system becomes more active. This means the stomach begins to process food faster, and the intestines start pushing waste through the colon. This is one of the reasons coffee may behave like a natural laxative. But there is another surprising factor. Coffee also appears to influence the gut microbiome. Inside the human digestive system live trillions of bacteria that help break down food, regulate metabolism, and maintain gut health. These bacteria form a complex ecosystem known as the gut microbiome. A balanced microbiome improves digestion and supports healthy bowel movements. Some studies suggest that moderate coffee consumption may increase the growth of certain beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria help produce short-chain fatty acids, which improve colon health and support intestinal function. However, not everyone reacts to coffee in the same way. For some people, coffee stimulates digestion gently. For others, it can cause stomach irritation, acid reflux, or digestive discomfort. This depends on several factors, including stomach sensitivity, gut health, and how much coffee a person drinks. Which brings us to an important question. If coffee can stimulate digestion, can it actually improve bowel regularity? And could coffee be used as a natural digestive aid? The answer may surprise you. When coffee helps digestion and when it doesn't. For many people, coffee plays a surprisingly important role in their daily digestive routine. Some people cannot start their morning without it, and it's not just about energy. For them, coffee acts almost like a signal to the body that it's time to wake up, not just mentally, but physically. Within minutes of drinking coffee, the digestive system becomes more active. The stomach begins producing digestive juices. Intestinal muscles start moving, and the colon prepares to eliminate waste. This is why coffee is often described as a natural laxative. But here is the important part. Coffee does not work the same way for everyone. For people with healthy digestion, coffee may support regular bowel movements and stimulate the digestive system in a natural way. However, in some cases, coffee may actually irritate the digestive tract. People with acid reflux, gastritis, or irritable bowel syndrome may experience symptoms such as stomach discomfort, bloating, or increased acidity after drinking coffee. This happens because coffee can increase stomach acid production. Another factor is dosage. Small to moderate amounts of coffee may support digestion, but excessive coffee consumption may overstimulate the digestive system. Too much coffee can lead to dehydration, digestive discomfort, and irregular bowel movements. That's why most health experts recommend moderation. For many healthy adults, 1 to 3 cups of coffee per day is considered a balanced amount. When consumed responsibly, coffee may support digestion, stimulate bowel movements, and even contribute to gut microbiome health. In other words, coffee is not just a drink that wakes up the brain, it also communicates with the digestive system. It activates intestinal muscles, influences digestive hormones, and interacts with gut bacteria. This is why millions of people experience the same morning effect. Coffee wakes up the brain, and it wakes up the gut. If you enjoy learning how everyday foods affect digestion, metabolism, and gut health, subscribe to the channel because many fascinating discoveries about the human body are still ahead.